Yes, sir.
I'm a spirit speaking, truth seeking, heart reaching, knowledge leaking, seeds sowing, harvest reaping, man of meager means. I have yet.
mypdfbooks.com. That's books with a Z.
Once again, this broadcast has been brought to you by mypdfbooks.com. That's books with a Z, where reading fundamental. Also brought to you by bindedbooks.com, where treasures are bound. Be sure to get all of your teas at My Son's Teas, the tea of teas, divinely prepared at herbsofmyaunt.com. Be sure to check out all of those musical stylings by Brian Hicks Spade at bhspademusic.com. For your everyday items and religious regalia, be sure to check out morrishaberdasher.com. And for that everyday especial Morris drip, be sure to check out morsachi.com. And all of these companies are powered by ALO Design Pros. Design your online business strategy today.
No such thing as failure, baby. Don't forget who made you. You can't be thinking minor when you need to be thinking major. They made you think they saved you, but can't nobody save you.
Oh yeah.
Peace. We live.
Peace. Hey. What's up, fam?
What it do?
Peace and love to everyone, man. Peace on another day in the land of the living, another day of gratitude, another day of thanks, another day of progress. But without further ado, can we get our Moorish American prayer, if you don't mind, my brother?
Absolutely. Allah, Father of the universe, Father of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is our protector, our guide, and our salvation by night and by day through his holy prophet, Drew Ali, and all the prophets before and after. Shalom Aleichem, Ash'ar, Islamism, peace, amen.
Peace to all my brothers that's here, to all my brothers that's not here. Peace to everyone. You know, and I seen Lamar. Would Lamar be at work probably, huh? What's today, Saturday?
Nah, he had to get in the shower real quick. I just got the phone with him before we got on here.
But peace to everybody, man. You know, peace to Ts, peace to everybody that worked out with us this morning. Peace. We encourage everyone to participate. We encourage everyone to get with us. We encourage everyone. We're going to have a good conversation today. We're going to talk about some things that's getting ready to happen in the near future. But I just wanted to say peace and love and light to everybody, to all my brothers and sisters that's here. You know, just gratitude. It's my attitude. Peace, Noble Todd's Damani on our what's this, YouTube. Peace. But I'm just so ecstatic for what's happening in the near future, man, as we get these private Zoom classes together, man. And I just want to thank everyone for working with me and everyone that donated to be a part of these teachings, that I'm going to be illuminating a lot of information that I don't share on social media. You know, as everybody, people have been knowing me and following me. If you have, I've been doing this for years. As I've been doing my professional life, you know, getting my degrees and working jobs and doing all these things. But I tell all my brothers and sisters, man, this more science that we teach is not no type of hate group. It's not no type of religious dogma. I share everything with everyone. I share the state booklet, how the temple is set up. It's nothing else I can say to so-called brothers and sisters that call themselves Moors, that be a part of Moorish groups, because they all come up with their arbitrary explanation of things. But for me, at the Burning Bush Tabernacle Science Temple and School, what I've seen, Noble Malik and Muftis, is that my people are regular people. It's not these brothers and sisters that say they Moorish this and that, because you see them fighting. It's not it. You know, so as I'm doing these private lessons, it's showing me who's really, really interested. Just like we were saying, we spend money on so much things with no value. And I tell all Moors, come on now. We can't be afraid to put our money in something. Nobles, why? Because everything we do, we spend money. If you smoke the Indian cigarette, it costs. And I'm not saying nothing you do is wrong. If you drink, if you do this, if you buy clothes, if you in the fashion, it's something extracurricular that you do. I'm not saying what's good or bad. That's not what I'm saying. But if something is important to you, or if something's not important to you, you still spend money on it. Am I making some general statements?
Yep.
So what I'm saying is, brothers that's into this science, that's been on social media, following us for years, we've been casting our net out, telling you to join us, telling you to join us. And only thing why I say it like this, because a lot of men act like they don't have $40. Not my muftis. I'm talking about men in the world. And I look on their social media page and they living their best life. I'm talking about Gucci, Prada, bottles, everything, with all due respect. And so when I say, why don't we share this as men? This is the question I want to ask, brothers. Why is this some type of ego and some type of Crips and Bloods? Why don't we go to wisdom? Just like if Malik was dealing with martial arts and he met one of my other movies, maybe Lamarck, and Lamarck is studying with me, but Malik may have been studying with his teacher per se. His teacher is good, but what Lamarck is learning is a little bit more value of what Malik doing. Malik is not going to diss his teacher or nothing, but if Malik want to learn a little bit more, he can get that extra teaching. It's just like if your child is failing at school, I hope you get them a tutor for they can succeed in those basics craft. This is what I'm saying is levels to wisdom. And if we're failing in a certain thing, and if we have a question of something, I think we should go to a source where they're going to give you something so you can make a sound decision. So you can make a decision. You say what, Noble?
Fill in the gaps.
Yes. That's what I be asking brothers. I say, what do y'all think more science is? And I have to be honest with what I'm saying today as we start to do these private lessons, because more science is not a whole bunch of people arguing over who the supreme grand sheik and filing some fake taxes and all that. None of that's more science. People are, and like brother said, Taj, Damani, people choose misplaced loyalty over wisdom. I say this like some Crips and Bloods.
Right.
We have to be honest with what we're talking about today. Just like I give an analogy about, I give credit to noble prophet Drew Ali. Just like Malik said, he give credit to all the prophets before and now. He give credit to those gone. He give credit to those in the flesh, himself, myself, and all great men of valor. But we're here to add on. And if we're men of great valor today, you telling me we can't do some of the things that was done back then, today? That's why I created the Burningbushtabernacle Science Temple and School, for it would be no biasness, for it would be nobody, oh, this, not the other, telling you they can do this or do that. I make it clear and plain. We are a school. The people is the church. We have to come together as a think tank. And then when we come together as a think tank of understanding, then we must deal with economics. We must deal with those that know how to deal with economics, that know what we're talking about, that already have some things at the table. We just need to put the pieces together. So that's what I don't have a specific topic anymore, because like I was telling everyone, me and my noble Moso yesterday, he was just entered having this Friday book club. And a lot of things we're going to be doing private now. So I'm opening my doors to anybody that want to learn with us. You see our numbers going across. I've been giving you my number. You know, we're going to be a lot of stuff I'm going to be teaching. I'm not going to be teaching on social media. I have a lot of information to share with my brothers and sisters. You know, doing my academic endeavors through wisdom. I have so much to make in line to keep us in the right place. And we can build on something and can't be afraid to talk about finances. So that's where I'm at with it. Yeah. So that's where I'm at with it. I tell everyone we have a full library. No more. This is the thing that's messed up to me, Noble Malik, for us, when we always make excuses or some hidden from us. It ain't nothing hidden from us. If that's the case, then we have an unhidden library at the Burningbushtabernacle Science Temple and School with over 1 million books and documents. And that's a fact. And that's not bragging. So if that's the case, why Moors ain't blowing us up? Why are Mufti Day blown up? Why would Moso have his book club and all that? And I tell people, we have a library over 1 million books and documents right now. One of my movies, y'all, one of y'all can just go through y'all books right now. You got, and people would be like, well, God, Ali.
They would, because I be like, God, Ali.
And I tell my brothers and sisters, don't let no one tell you not to study. Don't let no one tell you not to wish, because it was illegal for you to study and learn. It was illegal for us to come together like this. That was the Black Christian codes. We couldn't study and read like this. And then you have those ones that took the oath that won't tell the truth and nothing but the truth, so help them God. You have brothers and sisters like myself and others that went to academia and that learned and that have the history that can bring their chair and their table to any meeting and teach the truth. That's why I don't get into debates. No one can get me into no debate. No one can pay me enough money to embarrass my brother. Because I know most people come from a religious perspective and I come from wisdom.
Or taking an oath perspective, right? Hiding
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Or taking an oath perspective.
Lawyers. Right?
Yes. So
Masons.
It's just what it is. And that's what we're here for. If we a group of people, when people be trying to say this and that, listen, everyone that know me, my movies, they met me, and my job, speaking science. I'm from the temple. We created our own school. Why? So you won't be caught up in no dogma. For you can learn. For you can deal with a person that's been in academia and that's been here and there and that have life experience, that run businesses, that been through different spiritualities, that grew up in the city of Flint, and you see him going through his different walks of ministry. In real life, no fake stuff, none of that. And you know, we are the only people that diss education, and that's another thing to me. Why has it been popular that we diss education and say the white man this, the white man that? Oh, so we a whole bunch of dumb Negroes, but you want your kid to go to college and be the best they can be? Like, that's asinine. The problem is when brothers get that wisdom, what do you do with it? Do you become like a talented 10th and hide it? Or do you become like a poor righteous teacher like myself and others and use your wisdom and hope that it'll spread to the masses, and we use our funds to build an infrastructure while you working in the corporate world? Because that's what I have to do as well. But I reach back. When I'm on here, I want people to ask questions, because that's what Saturday is going to be. We're going to be on Zoom privately. We're going to continue to use this to talk to brothers and sisters a little bit, but it's not going to be any teaching per se on this no more. We're going to be opening our door every Saturday to have a conversation with people, to bring them privately to tell our Zoom teaching. You know,
what was the question you asked? You said, why are people arguing and things of that nature? If you have people on your stream, ask them that question and let them answer.
Yeah, I do. Nobody never says nothing. You know that.
The funny thing is, if we had a conversation about like, well, why did what's the dude that got shot on in Denver? What's his name?
Yeah. I know you're talking about.
A whole bunch of Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
So they'd have a whole bunch of different opinions on his life and who did what and why they did what, right? But when it comes to things that you can actually control and do right now, nobody wants to say anything about it. How you can make a difference. See,
Malik? Now, see, for myself, and I'm glad, I love biblical scripture. I love biblical context. I do. But at the end of the day, man, if we can't talk economics, brother, we lost. Like everybody right now talking about the SNAP. Oh, the benefits gonna be cut off during the holidays and all this. Man, what the laws is set up. If you work, you can file exempt then. But see, people be so worried about this and that. You don't have enough money to be in trouble. I be telling Negroes this all day. You don't have enough money to get in trouble. You say what, Malik? What you say, Noble?
No, what I'm saying is that there's a difference than just talking finance or economics, right? Mm-hmm. Because if you're going to get people involved in something, you got to make sure what most important thing is right. Mm-hmm. Their heart got to be in the right place. So I could teach somebody economics, they heart ain't in the right place. They can go just ziggity boom, like that's your phrase, but you get what I'm saying, right? Because
I,
they heart in the right place. So we got to make sure people come here, their heart is in the right place. So the first thing we should be working on is their heart and make sure that their heart is in the right place. So when they do come to the, not dumb, my bad, when they do come into the science and understand the science, that the financial part follows what their heart is,
absolutely.
not what their I want to call it malicious intent may be, right?
Absolutely, Malik.
So we got to make sure
You went out. You went out, Noble.
it matters, but it ain't gonna matter if you come in here and all you looking at is how much money can I make. Then your heart is not in the
Then
right place. So
well, and I'm glad my Noble said that because that's the criminal aspect of everything. See, when the spirit, right? Now remember, the spirit can deal with any spirit, and I'm glad my Noble said that. When you rock it with the Holy Spirit, you're gonna see all spirit. You're gonna see all spirit. I guarantee you. Just like when people, older men that's my age, into the science, and they on the internet telling you to do this outlandish criminal stuff. It's the spirit of the man. That's why they're not here. Like, because the heart is not right. Because those are criminals. Criminals can easily be spotted. How? By their fruit. Think about it. Malik just said it. Think about it. The branch, what they producing. When it comes to righteousness, when it comes to the heart, nothing. Nothing.
you got to look at the people around them too. That's the other catch. What their character looking like, right?
Yep. I always ask Morris when we have these questions and people be on my YouTube channel, and I be asking them when they be coming with this sovereign citizen stuff, when they be talking about they can file list and all that. And then I say, well, we can talk about it, but you got to say where you're getting it from so we can correct it, for nobody else won't go in a burning house. Hell, if Malcolm X said he apologized for sending people in the burning house and apologized for the things why can't we, if we sincere, why we can't say, you know what, I was sincerely wrong, you know?
It's embarrassing. I would be quite honest. Some people are being embarrassed, and at the same time, when your passion, when you get on their neck or their helmet about doing it, the reason why Sheik is so passionate because he's tired of seeing his people done wrong. But we got to start coming together and making better decisions collectively. It's not an individual thing; it's collectively. It's unity in the community. Point blank. So we got to be united, and we got to have a understanding on how things are supposed to operate versus the way they have been operating. Yes. That comes with education.
Yes, it does. And I tell everybody, education, it cross all borders. It does. Education cross all borders, and there ain't no disrespect. It's a lot of more that ain't even get out the third grade, and they just I ain't gonna get out. I ain't gonna graduate out of high school, and that's something to brag about. Like, but then to act like so much, talk about, oh, I'm the university of this, but you ain't even graduated out the third grade. Like, a lot of things don't make sense because, like Malik said again, the heart. How are you coming at this wisdom? Like in book club yesterday, when Moso was talking, we was talking about eating healthy and things, and I was using you as a reference, and we was using you about the different type of fasting and intermediate fasting. We don't come along as forcing it down your throat. We come along as an eyewitness. We come along as love. And so when you ask about, like, damn, there's something special about them, when you ask our age and the joy on our faces and us, then that comes along with what? The lifestyle. It's a conversation. Mm-hmm. You see how easy that explain when people be asking me stuff. I say, well, you have to be here for a minute. Why? Because I'm gonna have to explain it to you why. And then you're gonna be like, man, he just had a conversation with me. He ain't talk about no damn God. He talk about water and flowing and earth. He ain't talk about no. He's like, wait a minute. Yeah, we have a conversation. And that's the difference. That's the difference. The heart part, the love part, Absolutely. So that's the science and more science. When people say, well, what is more science? And they come with all this arbitrary stuff. And I say, well, knowledge, order, rhythm, astrology, astronomy, nature, those have everything to do with you. The closest place to find God is in the heart. Man, me and Malik, I ask these Moors, why are you so angry? Tell me why you angry. Why are you the angry more? Tell me why. Tell me why you the angry more.
I could tell you because I've been there, right? And I'm gonna tell you to
Mhm.
experience because we was tired of being lied to. Once you find out that certain things be a lie, you become emotionally, mad. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It's an emotion, anger. You become
Yeah.
angry.
But who are we
But
mad at?
you gotta get over that. The people who lied to us.
Okay. And who are the people that lied to us?
Well, first of all, start with the institution.
Now, and that's why. So
And
focused.
your parents promulgated it too. So, and maybe they didn't know, right? Unbeknownst to them, right? Because a lot
Mhm.
of them is unbeknownst to. But we're in an information age, so there's a lot of things that will not be unbeknownst to you unless you want them to. If you seek, you shall find, right?
Yep. And Malik and I want to, and I'm glad that we having this general conversation because I'm a true testament of it. When people say, "Oh, this person done went to college and they wanted they like them," and look, these the ones the gatekeepers. No, it ain't. I went and got the education. I came right back to my people. I came right back to my people. I came right back to educate my people. It's scholarship. Anything I talk about, your kid, if they go into history, civics, business, what I talk about be peer-reviewed scholarly research. Guaranteed from no biasness. Why wouldn't you want this? And now I'm teaching the same way that if like a college course privately, I'm just putting it in a crash course, the stuff that they drag out for 3 months, I can do it in a couple weeks. Why? Because I was a student. That's how. If I can take a book 400 pages and summarize it into 20 pages, come on now. This is no ego. This is what I'm saying. This is a skill. This is a craft. If I can take wisdom in 1,000 pages and say, okay, well, give me a couple weeks as I dissect it and get the information and boom, 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 and piece it together for my brothers and sisters that might not have the aptitude to read 5, 6, 1,000 pages. I can take the time and summarize it and put it in a small compilation and give credit to the original thought. That's academia. Why? Because there's nothing new under the sun. I might give a different references. I might write it in APA format. I might give you annotated bibliographies. But when I'm talking about wisdom and science and mathematics, I ain't coming up with nothing new. What I'm doing is making it plain. I'm getting rid of all the magic stuff that a lot of our elders, and no disrespect to none of them, that come up with all this secret stuff, and I say, no, that ain't nothing but Thai wisdom. That ain't nothing but Tantra wisdom. It's like, no, I get rid of all the mystery. I get rid of all the mystery because remember, it's no last nothing. It's just it's not into the know. If a person is always quoting books and you think they stop writing books, then when I say people have a list of things and people don't give credit to their academia. A lot of these brothers was in academia. Bobby Hemmitt was in academia, like myself. When they talk about these universities with the Gnostic libraries in the basements, how they know about those if they wasn't there? How do they know? How do they know? I'll be transparent. I told y'all when y'all met me, I'm part of the Philosophical Research Society. It's going to be some wisdom that I'm going to introduce to y'all that a lot of people not going to know. But when they come with the bull crap, we're going to fact check them. Because a smart person don't have to show both of his hands. A person with wisdom don't have to show both of his hands. How? I feed the people. Because I didn't grow up with y'all. I feed everybody. And that's why when I say, come on, we here, this is a safe place. This is a safe place for all of us to have a conversation of what can be done the right way. To ask questions, well, what about this? What do you think about this? This is the platform. Because the teaching, like I said, now is going to be done privately on Saturdays and Fridays, and we opening our doors for people to join. And all we asking for a small donation. I'm giving you literature as well. Sunday we're going to keep Sunday school going, because for the spirit, but the education and the teaching and the adapt wisdom, the private teachings, I want our brothers and sisters to come to Zoom. And I want to see if brothers is committed to something. I don't care how small it is, It's only $40 a month. It's only $40 a month. And any of my muftis on here, the wisdom, the books that I give you that I converted to PDF and to ebooks, it's going to supersede that because I give gifts anyway. When people connected to me, when I tell people, when I do ministry, and ministry is my charity, when you connected to me, I give gifts. That's how it works. So everything is going to be a triple value of what you're doing. Am I making anything up, Nobles?
Nope.
Facts.
Everything I have, I share. Even my nobles be giving donations. My nobles give they little donations monthly, but they like, no, they still give donations. But I give my brothers books and stuff for pennies. And with the people that they connected to, if they need them, they provide them for them. That's a source. That's what we're supposed to be, a source. And the Moorish Science Temple wasn't set up to be no religious set or no Islamic set. It's a school. Now the church is the people coming together. The Moorish Quran is what? The so-called 18 missing years. I mean, it's plain today. And then the Moorish Quran talk about the Brahmin text, the Vedas, a lot of unto thee I grant, damn near word for word. The Moorish Akashic records, damn near word for word, from chapter 20 to like 23. There's no disrespect to no one. That's why I'll be sitting here and I'll be like, let's have a conversation, brothers and sisters. Not the conversation of a whole bunch of jackleg stuff that these older Moors be having to argue over who is this and arguing with women about this supreme. I'm not into that. I'm way past that. I'm way past that. I want to talk about wisdom in your children and building and seeing what they know and preparing them and preparing you at the same time. Showing you what you can do with some of your funds in your community. Showing you what we already have going on. When people talk about, man, I want to make this money. Well, I already have written almost 20 books. How? On my own form. With my own dollars. Well, man, we want to put some money to get some land. Well, we already did that with the small little brothers, us right here. Our family, we own 10 acres. Our organization owns 10 acres. A small group of brothers put their pennies together and own 10 acres. A small group of people. A small group of people. We own 10 acres right now in prime land area. Right now, you can pull us up.
That's indeed.
And I shared a sister on TikTok. When I share this with brothers, man, and since I've been on TikTok, I'm not here to be YouTube famous. I'm here to be a source. A lady hit me up. She was like, brother, I didn't know that you had this book company and all these books. She said, I'm a teacher. She said, I'm getting all my books from you. She said, you done converted all these books to ebooks. She said, these books cost thousands of dollars. I said, I know. She said, all your so-called Moors brother don't get their books from you. I said, no, but I'm glad you do. She was like, man, your spirit is just amazing. I said, I'm going to always be in a spirit of gratitude. Always. And that's why I tell my brothers and sisters, I'm a source. And this is a person that's not even the Moorish science and none of that. She's like, I like what you say. And the young kids like what you're saying, but you have a full library. She kept going back to it. She said, sir, you have a full library. This is what I'm talking, a full library, y'all. Like I keep saying that. A full library. A full library of all levels of wisdom and education. Yes, that's right. And when I talk to other people, they be like, and I show them my database, and they like, man, they be looking at the books on Amazon while I be talking about the books. Like, I got a whole bunch of Charles A. Wiseman books. Like, one of his books, y'all, that y'all got. What is it? It's called. One of the books y'all got is called a Trustee on Arrest and False Imprisonment. But what we're going to be teaching on in the private lessons is life, liberty, and property. And you can look on Amazon and all that stuff. You can't even find a book. But then when you hit it on A-Books, the book is like $800. But then you got to wonder why. Because this is a lot of stuff that they study in Harvard and Oxford. They know. A lot of brothers not teaching it in the right perspective. That's all.
They know. Yes. They know.
And so, like I said, I'm on here just to cast my net out. We're going to be just having conversations. But this next level of what we're teaching, we want brothers to be serious, and join us on private Zoom where you can get these lessons, because I'm going to teach systematically. I'm going to teach systematically, especially civics and especially history. And you'll be able to build your library. You'll be able to ask some real questions. you'll be able to remove all this biases. Or are we this or are we that? Or somebody said we these people. Somebody, no, man. You in history, you were called a lot. Hell, it's so many different ways to spell more. It's so much stuff we can dispel when people talk about this person did this and these people were traitors and this did this and the more did this. I say, man, with all due respect, and I say it like this, man, Negroes kill Negroes every day, B. I'm saying it like that. Negro killed my brother. I'm saying it. I'm saying it like that.
Literally just saying that to people. I was having a conversation with a couple of people. I was like, look, we over here pointing the fingers at the police killing us, but we killed more of our own than they had killed us recently.
Yes.
And we sit over here pointing the finger. We got to stop killing each other so we'll have a leg to stand on.
Yeah.
Especially killing each other, we chopping our own feet off.
We out here arguing over stuff, you know, trying to put it on. Or the more I said, dude, in the continent of Africa, that was Leopold. Leopold used the feds just like Hitler did. And if you in a continental area and you a dictator, you trying to take over, well, the only people you're gonna use is the people that's there. I mean, we use the common day.
Just like the Shriners do. They wear the feds too. They the only ones that wear it in public though. That's the funny.
But now, and that's why I like having these conversations, because all of them, J. Edgar Hoover, all of them wear the fez. They all had the fez. Well, Allah, Islam, Mecca, Arabia, they all wear the fez. All of them. And in Leviticus 25:10 on the Liberty Bell. It's just a lot. It's just a lot that people really need to learn. And that's why I said when you come to class, you will be able to not only learn, but you'll be able to put your hands on the things that we're talking about. You'll be able to see it with your eye, because we're going to share these things that people just be talking and they only telling half truths. Like, no, you don't have the reason why you can't ask no questions, because you don't have nothing to check them, and they know it. How they know it? Because the first thing a smart person is see who you connected to. I can tell just off a couple of questions and a couple of insight, especially with a person talking about, to know if they really know what they're talking about, or if they just watched a whole bunch of YouTube videos and they got their stuff publishing. It don't even take me number 5 minutes. How? Because I know what you're talking.
Yeah, or they'll play dumb and let you talk yourself into what you don't really know. Let you keep talking.
And so, well, we've been on here for like 32 minutes. We're not going to be on here longer. We got 2 people. Any questions? Like I said, that's all I'm going to use is for questions. Any questions? Peace, brother, path to greatness. Peace, Taj, Diane. Any questions? Anybody got any questions? Because like I said, man, y'all going to miss out on these private teachings Friday and Saturday, and we have a blast. When I say we have a blast. Any questions? Anybody got anything or any insight? They inquiring? Like I said, any books, any literature? Like, man, I have so much to offer, y'all. Like, we can just have days, we just go over books and nobles. I'll tell y'all what I used to do on campus. I'm going to start doing it again. I used to go on campus every Wednesday and just lecture to the college students. But the big kicker was they didn't want me to leave because I used to offer all them PDF ebooks for $5. So you got to imagine how many books that them college students done got from me, y'all, for $5. You got to imagine some of the books that I say, okay, well, I need, say $40 for one book because it might be $1,000. And all the students say, okay, well, they put $40 together. And they don't just X me out. They'll do it in groups for I'm able to make a couple $40 times maybe 20. They'll do it because they'll get in groups of 4. And that's how generous they be, you know, because the value of it. They like, well, the book costs $1,000. And they were like, you don't lecture the book. Like the book, you have the book, you just convert it to an ebook. Why wouldn't we get it from you? I'll be like, makes sense, don't it? I know. I'm just throwing it out there. Who travel with a whole bunch of books right now?
I mean, I do, but they ain't a hard copy.
You say what?
I said I do, but they're not hard copies.
Mm-hmm.
they digital.
Mm-hmm. With the noble, so he said, I gave a donation of $40 this month, and I've been going through the video lectures. What books and resources did you use to come up with the 7 names of Allah? The 7 names of Allah, meaning like what you mean?
Yeah, there's more than that.
Come to class. I'll show you. Well, it's just like, well, I can tell you this. I come from this. Different Islamic studies, just like I can say Islam, where you have all these different Sunnis. You got this, you got all these like the Nation of Islam. Do anybody know what book they read? What Quran did they study from? Watch this. Do anybody? Because I love these conversations. Do anybody know what Quran that the Nation of Islam supposed to study from? Path to Greatness said, "How do I get an invite?" Brother, Path to Greatness. Shoot, you got my email because I want all my brothers that when they donate to be on here joining us. That's what I'm trying to take the whole platform off here. Take us when you can be on StreamYard, but the private lessons would be on Zoom for those that donate. I want brothers to come to StreamYard and join us where you can talk, and then the private lessons will be for you as well. It ain't just about money; it's just a small donation for the work, and I give tax receipt. Yeah, and I give tax receipt. So as we going, you're gonna be like, man, this ain't. You're gonna be like, man, I'm gonna give more. Why? Because you're gonna want to. It's just what it is. That's why I don't make nothing hard. But it's it got to be some form of obligation.
They gotta have some skin in the game.
You know, people go to church and give more than that, and they don't even like it.
Facts.
So, do anybody know the Quran?
You said the book that they use in Islam or in Muslims use.
A Path to Greatness said, "I'm with it. I'm with it, tax exempt or not. This is priceless information." You hear that? He said, "This is priceless information."
Mm-hmm.
He said, "This is priceless information." So, Noble, I give you an analogy. Watch this. I can come up with all the Islamic prayer translations. I can do all that. I can show you the 99 names of Allah, from the mystery of the supreme being Allah, the divine attributes and qualities of Allah, the permanent attributes of Allah. One of the 99 beautiful names of Allah is Yah Latif, numerical value, the Ajab, and the Al Latif, the subtle. Example of the Ajab from Allah's name, the Al Latif, the subtle of 129 times. How it's Al Latif, the subtitle used in a word. I can show you all that, but it'll be in class because I have a lot to give. That's when brothers can ask questions. You know, we can go over the 99 beautiful names of Allah and we can break those things down, you know, in the right perspective, in the right setting, you know, in the right setting. So, but I want brothers and sisters to see what we're doing, because when I moved out to Arizona, man, I had access to a whole charter school. You know, I had a building, a plaza, and I was teaching. And now I'm from my city of Flint, where the city is damn near 70,000 people. So many churches just sitting and resting. You know, it's time. What you say, Taj? Taj said, "A workman is worthy his hire." Gratitude. And those are just a couple of different things, because you asked me about that, and I said, man, I have a full library. It'll take me months and months, to lecture every specific topic that I have, but specific topics that people ask me, I have it. You know, it's an important piece of document that everyone needs, called Law Governs All Events. If you study more science and they talking all this stuff, and you don't have Law Governs All Events, then something wrong. Because that's going to fact check all of them. You're going to be like, man, these people don't know what they're talking about. I know. Because they're arbitrary in explaining. It's truth and falsehood is strangely mixed. Remember, Imam Noble Malik said he gives credit and praise to all the prophets before. The science we under is Sufism, Tasawwuf, you know, so we don't study nothing outside of us. We understand it because we under the triple rose, and we have a clear understanding of the Fatima, the Paraclete, and the Jerusalem, but we have a clear understanding. And so when I give credit to Sheikh Ambu Burndu, you say, what, Noble?
Trinity? I said, what you just said, the triple rose of Adept, isn't that the Trinity?
Mm-hmm. What they like to say. I say the unity, but yeah, I know where you're going.
The Trinity, the triple rose, they just changed it. So you didn't just so you can catch the clue of what they really are.
Yep. So Noble asked me, think there's so many adapt praises, like I give you one, the way of paradise. Watch this. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, most merciful, may Allah bestow his peace and blessings upon our master, Muhammad. Whoever accepts to meet his Lord, let him work righteous, and in the worship of his Lord, admit no partner. Allah is my Lord, and assign him no partner. There is no power, no means but in him. So things have to be explained. When people, when you have different sets of Islamic sets, because you do have different sets. But what here at the Moorish Science Temple, we're not Orthodox. With all due respect to all, I just broke it down. We have a clear understanding. Like, we don't have a problem with nobody doing no 5 salats, but that's tradition. We do the al salat, and there's no disrespect to no one. We have a clear understanding, because in the ayats, that's the time for the slave to go out and do that. That's the time for God to rest. And everyone know that. Like when I deal with the Sufi teachers, I deal with the Sufi hadiths. I understand all that other. I clearly do, But when we dealing with, I'm teaching some way. I'm teaching you how to be that. I'm just a vessel. I'm just like a sensei. I'm just like a shaman. I'm just like in the martial arts, you will see, there go Abba, there go Buddha. I'm teaching you to be the same thing as me. But we have our
like Jesus, right?
Yeah.
So people don't even understand that. People think that it's so far that they can't even reach that, and it's obtainable.
Yeah. What I'm trying to create is an infrastructure of study. When I tell people the museum, when I talk about all this stuff, I'm trying to create the museum so brothers can come to the life. We can have some brick and mortar for people to come to. And this is what I'm saying in the flesh. We can do it.
They make it so unfathomably imaginable that you cannot attain what Jesus did, and so that people always will digress to a form of I can't get there, so to speak, right? And that's partially why they took the 18 years of Jesus' life out of the Bible.
Yep.
So that they can control you and have something over you, so to speak. Yep. So you feel that you can never obtain that when you can.
See? And so anybody still didn't give me the name of the writer of the Quran the Nation of Islam was supposed to use? Not yet. I'll wait. Think about it.
The Holy Quran in Mecca, that's the one.
But whose name on it?
Who's the author? Is it Muhammad?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he a Muhammad. Yeah. Yes.
He's the one.
Watch. Just a quick question. Like, it's gonna be, like I said, we just freestyling today.
You said who's the writer, right? You said who's the writer, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Watch this. It's gonna open up so much. You're gonna be like, uh-oh. With all respect. Y'all figure it out yet? Let me tell y'all. Mulani Muhammad Ali. You hear me?
Mulani Muhammad Ali.
Yeah. Yes. And so what he wrote, brothers, he wrote a plethora to all my Muslim brothers and sisters and all my Nation of Islam Muslims, and just to all brothers and sisters. When I said I have a plethora of information for you, he wrote the history of the prophets as narrated in the Holy Quran, compared with the Bible. Who did that? Mulani Muhammad Ali. Who's Mulani Muhammad Ali? The same with that the Nation of Islam, their Quran, they agree with. His name is on the bottom of it.
Oh, the green book?
Yeah, it's the Quran. It's the Quran that they study from. It's their Quran, you know. Even he even got another one. He got the Muslim prayer book, you know, by Mulani Muhammad, the Muslim prayer book. You know, he got the history of the prophets. I gave you that. He got the let's see what else. He got the Muslim prayer book, Mulani Muhammad. So all these pieces of different pieces of wisdom he has. He got the Salat Muslim prayer book. He got the Salat Muslim prayer book.
So is that the one with traditions and the original salats, the 3 salats?
Well, it's a plethora of salats. How y'all doing? It's a plethora of salats. It's a plethora of salats. You know, yeah. But it put people in order when a lot of people act like they don't know. When I tell you, when I say, now you can't say you're a part of something, and when I start bringing out your tools, right? Because if your Quran is Bible person, these are tools that go with your Quran, right?
Right.
Just like more science. If we got tools, what, our 101s, our Declaration Proclamation, you have tools, what, the state booklet, the catechism to understanding the Moorish Quran, the SO workbook.
SO workbook, yeah.
Yes. So when people be saying things, I say, come on, this is what you're going to get when you come to study. This is what you're going to get. A teacher is going to break out the manuals to say, wait a minute, you're saying this, but this is the manuals to make you free, to give you peace. That's what I teach. I teach peace. I don't teach anything out of yourself. The Islam that I teach is peace. That's what we teach. Now, if anybody don't understand that, we teach Islamism. Well, now, you heard what we said. We have an understanding of everything else, but this is a school. Church, we come together. I do that on Sunday when we teach that on all perspectives. But this is what I want people to know, where we can teach. Any questions? Nobody don't got no questions? Okay. Sunday, we're going to have Sunday school for about a couple minutes, maybe about like 30, 35 minutes, 40 minutes, because I always want to keep that open. But our teachers on Friday and Saturday, I really, really want to try to see who's really serious and bring those serious people to learn systematically. And I've been talking about it for a long time. I've been telling people this, and now it's happening. And I've been talking to the right people. I'm getting ready to go back to Michigan. They're like, well, brother, you can do this here. I'm like, well, that's great, and that's what I want to do for my people in the city. But I also want, people that's serious. This is for your kids too, man. Like, just like so-called Black history going to come up. I can give your kids so much ammunition to talk about. Those teachers are going to be like, well, who are you studying with? I guarantee you. How I know? Because my professors used to ask me that. Yes, and I was getting my dual master's degree. They're like, what secret society are you a part of? These are my professors.
Why you gotta be secret? Because they're a part of that.
Remember,
they can't speak.
Remember, to be one, you must know one. So I'll be telling y'all the truth about things. I'm always going to tell y'all the honest truth. It ain't no jackleg out here on no street that ain't academia or special that nobody trying to introduce to no secret science. Point blank. I'm telling you. Unless your dad might have introduced you to it, but a lot of misnomer Black people, their parents don't. But what I'm telling you is, in my academic endeavor, a lot of my professors were potentate, were Scottish Rite Masons, and so I was going on campus at GCU with my fez on, with my turban on, with my regalia on. I was an adult doing it, and so my professors, they used to be like, "Man, we know who you are." Blah 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 blah. This, that, and the other. So he was asking me what I'm planning on doing. Are you planning on going back to Michigan? And this is what he's saying, take over. I said, in a perfect world, but our people are subjugated still mentally. No disrespect. And I say, our people are still subjugated mentally. Now watch this. I went to academia. Not only I got a business degree, not only I got a bachelor's degree in business, I went and got a master's degree in what I'm talking about. and I graduated with honors, and I've done oral dissertations with professors. So I don't come from no hate. And so when I teach, when my noble Malik be like, we'll be having this conversation, I'll be like, well, the Europeans that I graduated with at school and a lot of colleagues, we talk like this, and they laugh at us. And so that's where I say I try to share this information to our brothers and sisters and our children. So when people come with things and try to say we all came from off some boat, and when people come give you prehistory from scholarship from those people that was there, like Albert Churchward, like David McRitchie, and ancient and modern Britons, and all these first century writers, and Lewis and Clark, all these first century writers that wrote things our children haven't had a chance to touch. Even the European writers that wrote America in Black and White, when they show you how Peter Salmon and Oliver Cromwell was whitewashed out the Battle of Bunker Hill. When they give you the kids that book in 1776 in college, which I showed people already, they're whitewashed out the history books.
People can't fathom that you have something that they haven't told them already. It's no different than giving so-called quote-unquote slaves the Bible to read when they use that tool to enslave them mentally. Mm-hmm. So you got to understand the psychosis that people got to come out of before they can have an understanding. It's slowly but surely, no ditch, but this is the psychosis we under, unfortunately.
Yep.
So,
and so,
have an open mind. That's all you'll be able to learn. That's my suggestion.
And so we casting our net out to everybody, no matter what you call yourself. This is a safe place. A school should be a safe place. I'll give you an analogy. If your kid is going to whatever school and they say, man, well, he need a tutor, and here it is, the best tutor is me, you're going to go with the best. That's what we should do.
With the best.
We should. It should be a level of understanding that we should be like, okay, we're done playing. We can do this, and what you will see with the donation, it's a value. Everything we doing is a value. So I'm just casting my net out to all brothers and sisters. We're not here to try to, convert anyone to any religious beliefs. That's not our perspective. That's not my perspective. What I do is I show you things historically from a historical perspective, and I make you say, I make you ask questions. I have you go and research, because there's so much we can talk about. Just like Nobles, when we talk about the 5 civilized tribes. I sent another document that to my nobles today. We talk about real things. We talk about the 13th Amendment, the 14th Amendment, the 15th Amendment. We talk about manumissions. Hell, this is a subject right here, and I'm not going to say anyone's names, but it might catch a little spark. Me and my nobles, we have these documents, and it's easy to get. It's called white bylaw. And the thing that would really behooves me, is a lot of brothers, they play the game. Watch this. They play the game because they say they more sheiks and we're not black and this, not the other, but then in the same frame use the vernacular of black. Like that to me, and then don't understand, say, well, we're trying to be somebody else. No, you're not trying to be nobody else. Brother, you say you went to college. Did you graduate? No. So we're going to end that right there. But did you dissect it, and did you read it, and do you have a clear understanding? Because I don't think brothers do. And then even with the SF 181 form, people say that's for us. If anything, is for you if you understand.
Right, that part.
And that's what I tell people. I say, dude, man, we are lost. And so these are a lot of questions we have to sit and dissect. What do white bylaw really mean? I ain't say you was no European. I ain't say you was no European. See, they missing it, Malik. I ain't say you was no European. I said white bylaw. I said if the Dred Scott law was never abolished, if the Dred Scott law was never abolished, then what is your net? What are you? Please don't tell me nigger. See? And so we're still stuck in a paradigm of unknowing, not connecting ourselves to the nations. We're still stuck in a paradigm using words that's synonymous to slaves. Today, today.
I don't think they got what you just said, using a word that's what?
Synonymous to slave. Today, we're supposed to be intelligent people. We're supposed to be adding on. We shouldn't be saying, well, I stick strictly with Noble Drew Ali. Well, that's great. That's great. That's great. But I'm an educator. I'm from the temple. I'm not going to stick with nothing. And I know, and I say, no, this is not right. We're not teaching religion. We have religious courses, but we have to teach this to bring something back to our people. And that's your nationality and your spirituality. Now, people say, well, that was for the European. Okay, well, if that's the case, then it will reverse. Then what did they do? They say they were the $5 Indians. Okay, so if they use laws to do what? Use the same laws. Okay, now we're going to talk some real questions. What is the Declaration of Human Rights, Article 15? What do it clearly say?
You have a right of a nationality. You have a right to change it. No one will be arbitrarily denied their right.
No one will be arbitrarily
denied. The claim a child replaces the birth certificate.
And the claim a child replaces the birth certificate. So if that's the case, what are we arguing about? I tell every brother the religious laws trump everything. What do you mean? The religious laws trump everything. What do you mean? Do you see the Mormon going anything for the United States unless they want to? Okay, then the religious laws trump everything. So what are we arguing about? What are we doing? See, these are the things that we need to discuss when we talk about religious communities. These are the things that we discuss when we talk about using our finances that we're giving away to Uncle Sam. These are the things that we can discuss on a platform where we don't have to waste our energy with just trolls on YouTube and no one's serious. This is what I'm saying, an opportunity that brothers and sisters can share with other people, and we can bring some true teachings and say, okay, strategy. And a blueprint can go from one community to the next community. Whatever neighborhood you're in. We're talking about a blueprint.
Mm-hmm.
But the mind, y'all, this is what we're saying. I have something for all of us. I promise y'all. No matter what college you go to, no matter what church house you go to, no matter what Islamic sect, or if you're an Egyptologist, or if you're some go back to Africa, if you should have a common denominator. The liberation for a people that's subjugated. That's because you're the people of all book and all history, and we can't be drawing line down our back again. So we just know you all of that. You just don't know language. You're caught up in mistranslation. We talk about dispensation. Man, we have to start taking brothers and sisters back to the one world Tartarians. We'll start taking people back in the biblical scriptures where we start showing you all these things. I can show you in the 1599 Geneva Bible where it calls you a blackamoor. Can a blackamoor change the spot like leper? No. Black is just describing the Moor. Black is an adjective. It's a lot of things that's very, very, very simple when it's taught the proper way by a teacher with all due respect. And everybody know I'm being graceful when I say these things. Nothing is criminal about what the prophet taught. Did people not like the prophet? Yes. Do people not like me? Yes. But that don't mean the teachings is not valid. You see, a person may not like you for a plethora of reasons. And that's what it comes with this science, He said, I was raised Mormon and ordained into the Melchizedek priesthood. And I see, okay, so that's path to greatness. Okay, so let's have a question. See, I love my Mormon brothers. I got the Book of Mormon over here. I studied it all. I got colleagues.
Where'd they get the book from? Who did they get the book from? The angel. What was his name? Oops.
I was just getting ready to say that. A lot of people won't be honest. Do they know where the Book of the Mormon came from? Do anybody? Do you know, my brother? And will we be honest? Not saying you or a lot of people tell where the Book of Mormon came from. And do you know? With all due respect, I was raised in Baptist church, Islam, that's why I love good people, because most people was raised in Baptist churches. Man, when you pull me up, you can pull me up on YouTube, Reverend Curry Goodman. I used to be minister in churches, teaching just like this in my city of Flint, Mount Olive Baptist Church and St. Paul Baptist Church. Then I used to travel all over to the conventions in Chicago, teaching fire. The same way, just like this. I was just in the church. I used to say, if you're going to be my first or last time preaching, because I'm going to teach the truth, regardless if it fill a room or clear it out. I used to speak just like this in the church. And I love the biblical scriptures. I teach them. This is what I tell people. I said, man, I went through all the fire, and I went through academia, and I went through IDMR, and both of my parents have doctors in divinity, and I was homeschooled.
Do people even know what IDMR is, though?
Institute of Divine Metaphysical Research. The 2 tablets that we teach. People are going to get this in our private classes. That's what I said, Malik. They're going to get so much. A lot of stuff that with these private classes, when I lecture how the God's name is imprinted in your hand and in your eyebrows, you're only going to get that from a certain upbringing. No regular person is going to be able to give you that unless their background come from that and to be able to paint that picture. This is what I'll be telling people. It's like, come on. If you want to be a master mechanic, the first way I want to do is learn from a master mechanic. I don't want to learn from no jackleg. I don't want to learn from no jackleg.
That's a fact.
So this is all I'm saying. Well, the Book of Mormon was plagiarized by a book called View of the Hebrews. The Book of Mormon tells who the Indian is. It's a book by Adar that talks about it. They try to discredit Adar work, but no, Adar stayed with him. Just like not Bertram Thomas. No, not Bertram. Yeah, what's his book? The Arab.
The Arab.
Yeah, by Bertram Thomas. Bertram Thomas stayed with the Arabs. That's why I said I have a whole plethora of wisdom to show my brothers and sisters this. It's no doubt to nothing. It's just we have to get an understanding. And I don't argue with nobody because there's nothing to argue about. It's just like with my Jehovah's Witness family. I got your blue book too, right here, the original one. I got your original blue Jehovah's Witness book right in my hand. It's no disrespect, but they know what the YHWH represent. They know. And they know why the name
written all over your face.
And so we don't teach from no biased perspective. And that's, as I close, I give y'all gratitude for listening to me for an hour. I thank y'all, man. I thank everyone that gave a small donation. But I promise y'all, we're going to teach systematic Saturday and Sunday. What you said, Brother Pal, I seen that, and I can definitely see truth in what you're saying. You know, is that the breath? Oh, yeah. You talk about this one? Did you talk about this one? Yeah, this is the original one. Yeah. Man, I got all manuscripts. Like when the noble say you under the Melchizedek order, you know, I get all that, you know. I study with the Rosicrucians. I got all my initiations and everything. No, I don't deal with Cash App. I've been stopped dealing with Cash App. Cash App is some haters.
Cash App is some haters.
Busting out laughing. I've been being 100. I don't have Cash App. I'm just keeping it real. I got Zelle, you know, connected to my phone number that go across. I got PayPal, and I got Venmo. And I got Venmo, and it's going across. My Venmo is BBT Science Temple, Burning Bush Tabernacle on Venmo. BBT Science Temple, Burning Bush Tabernacle on Venmo. I got that. I got Zelle connected to that number, and PayPal. But yeah, man, I want everybody to come join us and learn. Come join us. Yeah, Islam to you, Taj, and come learn with us. Wow. You know? So whatever y'all need, man, anything y'all need, any books y'all need, please use me. I'm telling people right now, use me. What you say, Noble? Appreciate you, Noble. Peace. I'll email you to join classes. Islam.
Use us, don't abuse us.
That's right. That's right.
And be part of it.
What Todd said, he said, I'm coming, brother. Please check your email. I will. And I got my brothers on here. I'll introduce you to my brothers, you know, because I just have to be honest, y'all. Oh, our website is bbtsciencetemple.com. That's our website, bbtsciencetemple.com. bbtsciencetemple.com. You can check us out. bbtsciencetemple.com. If any of y'all muftis on the YouTube, can y'all put that on there? Is anybody on there? I'm almost done. Yeah, bbtsciencetemple.com. Yep. And like I said, we got companies where we sell fezes, turbans, kufis, all that. But yep, I give gratitude to everybody once again. You said this is exactly what I was looking for. Man, I'm glad it is. I'm looking for you too, Noble. Like I said, I'm looking for you, your family, everybody that you connected to. That's light seekers. That's why I'm opening it up like this, just to have general conversations to get brothers and sisters to Zoom for private teachings. That's why I'm opening it up. I said I'm tired of dealing with trolls. I'm tired of dealing with people that's not serious. Because when I go to different platforms, to the colleges, it be packed, and I'll be tearing up. You know, and there's no disrespect. And I used to show when I used to be on campus. I used to be showing when I used to be in the library lecture. It used to be all Europeans. Yeah, my number going across the screen. My number going across the screen right now on our web. Like if anybody ever joined us on YouTube, my phone number go across. I share all my information. I'm a real person. I tell people don't be bugging me, text me. You know, if you really want to do business, I do real business. See my number, my phone number going across the screen. My number going across the screen, and y'all see all my muftis on here. All those my brothers from different states.
Yep.
This is what I want this for us to ask questions for we can teach privately, so we don't have to worry about nothing because we have the right to. But I'm still going to teach Sunday school, you know, for a couple minutes to bring those serious people there. You say you're from Connecticut, Islam. I think me and you talk, Noble. I think me and you talk, Brother Taj Damani, if I'm not mistaken. I think me and you talk. I think you said you're from Temple, from Connecticut. You know, my memory ain't too sharp. No, I'm just playing, but I kind of remember. I'm always responding because I'm always out traveling. I'm be honest. I'm in Arizona. I'll be dropping off books to people. I print books, man. A lot of the kufis that I sell, I'll be selling to a lot of the Muslims out here. And so a lot of the tunics, I do a lot of physical real work, you know? So yeah. And so Noble go to Temple 43. And that's what I tell people. I said, man, I'm not here to go against anything. But what I try to tell people is like, listen, man, come on. You have to go, you have to, it's levels of wisdom. You know, it's levels of wisdom. It's, you know, it's people that's teachers, not people that's giving folktale, talk about the supreme grand this and arguing over who is this. No, I teach. I'm a teacher. I'm a teacher. I teach the esoteric, the exoteric. I teach it all. I teach the Sephiroths. I teach language. Why? Because I'm a student. I mean, come on. And so once again, I give gratitude. Anybody got anything else they want to say, man? Any of my muftis, y'all got anything, man? We good? I give y'all gratitude. I give y'all love. I give y'all peace. I thank y'all for y'all time, man. See y'all tomorrow. We'll have a little, I say Sunday school about like maybe 40 minutes, you know? Oh yeah, Kabbalah. Well, with a Kabbalah, really, it's all of it's the same. The Kabbalah is the Sephiroths. The Kabbalah is the seven seals. It's all the same, you know? And so people just use different vernacular, Brother Eddie L. People use different vernacular, just like the metanetter, just like you got the different vernaculars of the same thing. They'd call it a different dispensation, but they'd be talking about the same thing. You know, that's all. In certain sets, they call it this. In certain sets, they call it this. In the Jewish sets, they may call it this, or they may call it Kabbalah with a K or a Q. You know, or the holy tablets. You know. That's why I said I'm just here to synchronize teachings to show you it's nothing new under the sun. It can be explained in a plethora of ways if you are an adept of understanding, and everything we talk about is in the Bible. This is what I tell people. I said they be missing it, Malik. I said I guarantee you I can show everyone anything that anybody talk about is right in the Bible. I can show you the constellations in the Bible. I can show you everything that we talk about is in the Bible.
You gonna call us here? What is the guy here?
Huh?
You're looking at him.
Yeah. Everything is in there. it can be explained in a proper manifestation where we can take the spookism out per se, you know? And so, like I said, once again, my brothers and sisters, we don't gravitate to one science where we miss the essence of the rest, because that can make us prejudiced and that can make us biased of learning. That can make us biased of our hippocampus growing. That will put us in an analogy of how can I say, our eye in a triangle. And in more science, our eye is not confined to any shapes. Just like when we wear our fez as our clothes, our fez is not pinned down. Our tassel flows freely with 360 degrees of wisdom. No wisdom is pinned down. With me, it's sacred, but it's nothing secret. And I'm here to remove the veil. And I want to share that with my brothers and sisters. We are here to remove the veil. And don't be afraid of no signs and symbols, because they all belong to the
pin down.
Yes. And we wear our fez with pride, as you see, my noble Malik, because we teach the right way. There's no biasness. I'm in Arizona, which they call a red state. I wear my fez all the time. I wear my turbans all the time. It's a level of wisdom and understanding that have to exude from that figurehead. When we talk about the image of a halo, you know, when I'm out here, when my muftis come, all Europeans come up to us, they be like, "Oh, I love your spiritual headdress." Every time they don't ask us, "No, we know Muslim or none." Some of them ask me, "Am I a shaman?" That's all I got. I never got no, "Am I no Muslim?" or none of that. Most Europeans out here ask me, "Am I a shaman?" Because it's the spirit I come from. I've had so many conversations with different religious people and like even atheists and all that, and they be about to cry. Because I understand. That's why I said, like, the defense with me is understanding. Like, I understand why, because I have your book. Like, it's no like this is the thing when I talk about standing your ground. Standing your ground is okay. I understand why, because I got your book. But now let me tell you where your science come from, and let me show you where your teacher got his wisdom from. Let me show you how you have to see the language and understand the history. I close with this. Neville Goddard. Who did Neville Goddard get his wisdom from?
It was a rabbi. What was his name?
Yeah. Abdullah.
Abdullah, yeah.
Allah. Remember in the book I showed y'all, the chosen one, when I showed y'all turbans were worn in the black churches, signified the
you can look it up on YouTube. It'll tell you who we got a teaching from on YouTube. It tells it.
And I gave y'all the book the European wrote. Remember, I sent y'all the book. I forget the name of the book. I sent y'all an important book, y'all. This is what I be telling y'all. I sent y'all an important book that I said I recommended y'all to read. Now, before we close, I gotta find it. Remember?
Is your he said how
what's
to
the name
find
of
the
book?
Godhead. The Godhead is within, Carlin.
Do you remember the
it's
book?
Within. Oh, the book. Which one?
The book that talks about Allah, that Neville Goddard was educated by.
Oh, no, hold on. Let me get my phone.
Anybody remember as we close? As we close. Anybody remember the name of the book?
I don't remember the name of the book. It's on my phone. My phone charging.
Okay, and we remember on the lecture he was quoting. He was telling how Neville Goddard was educated by Abdullah, the Ethiopian rabbi. And then the book I show y'all, the chosen ones, he's right in there with the turban on. Remember?
Yep.
So if anybody can give us that, we close, and maybe we close it out with that. And that's the book I'm offering the brothers and sisters. I'm telling you, the book is so fire. The book is so amazing. And you could even listen to the lecture. The lecture is even amazing. But I want you to have the book as well. And so before we close, I want to see if my nobles find it. As we close. And I'm gonna offer the book to y'all. But I want you to watch, if you have time, which I know you do, watch the video, please, and then read the book. And then I'm going to teach the book. I'm going to show you some things that a lot of brothers and sisters are just not going to teach. Anybody found it yet?
No, I don't got it, no. You said it's the Neville Goddard book you're talking about?
Allah, teacher, healer. Right? Y'all remember that book? Allah, teacher, healer? Remember?
Yeah.
Y'all like that book? We got a couple more minutes before we close. Got a couple more minutes, y'all. Come on, y'all. Well, it's the book Allah, Prophet Healer.
Okay.
The Spiritual Mentor of Neville Goddard. Right? By W.C. Lanin. Right? See if y'all find it. See if you got that. W.C. Lanin. See if y'all find that book. Type in W.C. Lanin in your file. No, it didn't pop up?
Not for me, no.
Probably it's probably a number, that's why. So sometimes it don't come across as a title. Right. If you don't change it when you save it to your file.
Can you put that book in the chat? Can somebody put the book in the chat? I see that. That's why I love this. That's why I've been doing it like this. That's why I said it's a lot finna change, man. And I gratitude for Pat the Greatness on here. Yeah, it's called a Spiritual Mentor of Neville Goddard by W.C. Lanin. It's a 1921 book, and I got the book. A lot of this stuff I lectured on the college campus. Like, if I can find my file, I don't know if y'all ever heard of Manly P. Hall. Manly P. Hall, I'm part of the Philosophical Research Society. They have a whole part of Manly P. Hall Library. He used to do a lot of lectures there and stuff. And I used to do a lot of lectures at these places. That's why I say no one can deny what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's called the W.C. Lanin, the Spiritual Mentor of Neville Goddard. And I thought I sent that to y'all, Nobles.
Oh, here it is.
You got it?
Hold on. No, I was looking for my phone. I couldn't find it.
But I'll send it to you. Yeah, but I'll send it to y'all later. I know. I just, if you can put it in the chat.
Let's see. Gaddar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't find it in here. Hold on. It's possibly that I sent my hard drive.
Everybody get it. I'm gonna send you something.
Let's see. No, it was at Abdullah. Sorry.
We got a little time. We got a little bit more time. We only in the 1 minute 19. We're gonna get out of here in a minute.
No. It has to be under a different title.
Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. I don't know it.
No.
Come on, man. What
some of the times when you send the books, they don't be with the title on it, be a number, a file number. We got so much.
Nobody found it. I'll show y'all real fast. Let me pull it up. It's right here. So, y'all remember this book I sent y'all? Oh, hold on. It's only about like 89 pages. I'll send it to y'all again in 1 second. It's right here. Y'all remember this book?
What is it? Abdul. I think I do. I think I took that off. It's on my hard drive. That's why it's not on my phone. It's on my hard drive, on my external. It's not accessible unless I plug it up.
So that book, and I think all y'all should have it. You know, if I'll send it to y'all real fast before we close and all my nobles and whoever else in the donation, you just send me an email and I'll get it to you. You know, if you don't have it, whoever here, if they can, I'll get it to you. This is what I do all the time. I always get books and everything for small donations because I love to do it. And if I do it on the campus for a lot of money, I don't mind doing it for my brothers and sisters. I really don't. This is what we're trying to build a network. So I just sent it to y'all nobles again. For those that couldn't find it, I just sent it to your emails. Y'all check your email. Noble, I think what's your name? Todd Damani. I'm gonna send it to you as well, Noble. I'm gonna send it to you as well. I have to look at your email because I don't know it by heart. I will send it to you as well, Noble. And I want everybody to watch the film. The film is called on YouTube, Abdullah, Teacher, Healer, Spiritual Mentor of Neville Goddard. This is it right here. This is the film I want you to watch on YouTube and listen to it. And then I'm gonna start pulling out so much old wisdom from different writers like Edgar Cayce and all that. And I'm gonna show you it's all science. Just like even Adam Blavatsky, they give credit to who? The Sufis. I'm sorry, it's just the truth. The theosophy. I teach it all with all love and respect. So with that being said, our time is up. Thank y'all again. Thank you all my muftis.
Whoa.
Thank you to Taz. Thank you to Eddie. Thank you to Path to Creations. What you say? Can you show me the video information again? You missed it. Absolutely. The video is called Abdullah, Teacher, Healer, Spiritual Mentor of Neville Goddard. Full audio by W.C. Lanin. And I tell nobles, all y'all got to do is put your email up there. When you email me, all you got to do is email me. And if you send a donation, I'm going to send you the book. Every time I do lectures, I tell people, you send a donation, I'm going to send you gifts. It's that simple. Like they say on the commercial, and it's that simple. I'm a source. I love y'all. I love y'all. Muftis, y'all got the book. And if everybody else, if y'all want it, you can get it from me. Taj, I'll be emailing to you as soon as we get off. Thank you once again, man. And I'll see you in the morning, Malik, for that more power workout.
Oh, you know, somebody else has to run, remember? Because I'm going to be traveling.
Oh, yeah.
With my grandson.
Yep. Well, we give you honors on your travel, man. Safe travels and Allah's grace, you know, here and there and in your journey. And I know your spirit is always operating right. So spread some joy everywhere you go, Noble. We love you.
Love you back. All y'all brothers.
Yeah. Can we get our Moorish American prayer? And do anybody got our benediction before we do as well today? We ain't do it last week. Anybody got our benediction as we close? Somebody.
Let me pull it out.
I got it, man. Go ahead. You can do our prayer. I'll do our benediction after. I got it.
All right. Allah, Father of the universe, Father of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is our protector, our guide, and our salvation by night and by day through his holy prophet, Drew Ali, Amen, Ashay, Shalom, Alakim, our Islamism, peace, 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 peace.
Peace. And our benediction reads, may the benediction of Allah be upon thee and thine always. as thou should strive to be a credit to Allah. Make haste to bestow thy acts of love upon all our brothers and sisters, and do thy best to shun all evil. Remember to take suckle of the breast of knowledge, wisdom, fortitude, charity, love, and all standing, that ye might nourish the souls of all men, women, and children. Let the truth be thy shield in the manifest battle with falsehood. Know us that we need not to pick the lock to the gates of paradise by means of petty or criminal theft. For behold, the key to salvation already rests within our own hands. And yes, even though a portion of our nature is weakness, instability, and inconstancy, there is still the greater part of our nature that is divine. May Allah protect thee, guide us, preserve us, lengthen our age, and give us everlasting peace. El Rahman, El Rahim, Ya Haq, Ya Muhammad. Ashe, peace, 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 peace. Shalom, alaikum, all that good stuff. And whatever name you praise it, man, give it honor. I love y'all. Take us out, man.
Peace.
Peace.
I'm a spirit speaking, truth seeking, heart reaching, knowledge leaking, seeds sowing, harvest reaping, man of meager means. I have yet.
mypdfbooks.com. That's books with a Z.
Once again, this broadcast has been brought to you by mypdfbooks.com. That's books with a Z, where reading funds the mental. Also brought to you by bindedbooks.com, where treasures are bound. Be sure to get all of your teas at My Son's Teas, the tea of teas, divinely prepared at herbsofmyaunt.com. Be sure to check out all of those musical stylings by Brian Hicks Spade at bhspademusic.com. For your everyday items and religious regalia, be sure to check out morrishaberdasher.com. And for that everyday especial Morris drip,